Okay, Libra. I'm not going to reveal that. I don't think I have to. First position, your work, your money sector. The Three of Pentacles and the Hangman. You know, I have to tell you, we've opened this reading again with some conversation. I think it's interesting if I it helps to bring me to that, the conversation before the reading helps to bring me to the reading. I was told the other day that I talk too much. I should shut up about my own life and just do the reading. Well, my friend, let me tell you a little something I think is missing in your attitude. And that's the fact that even whether you like my gift or not, I am giving you a piece of myself. And I do appreciate it. If you don't like the conversation part before the reading, either skip ahead or turn it off. You don't have to watch. Everybody else will benefit from the message. I just wanted to get that out because I thought it was a little awkward that somebody would tell me in a free gifted reading to you all that I should just shut up and get to the messages. So I thought that was kind of awkward and weird, and now it's all awkward and weird again, but you know what? I don't care. Okay, we're moving things along. The Three of Pentacles and the Hangman in your workplace. So, boy, you're waiting for something, I think, patiently maybe making sacrifices. What kind of sacrifices are you making? Are they financial? Are they personal sacrifices because of your work? Are you waiting for an opportunity to work with a certain group of people? Are you waiting for the right opportunity? Because the Hangman can often talk about waiting for the right opportunity to broach a situation. And this is connected to your money, to your finances. So it feels like you're wanting maybe to make a move or to work with a certain group of people or for a certain change to happen within a certain group. Maybe you're waiting for advancement. Maybe you're waiting for someone to retire so that you can advance. But there's a feeling of sort of just laying low and letting everything happen. Just letting it go, letting it happen until you can make or take the right opportunity or make that move yourself. But the energy here, I think, to me, is a little bit impatient. A little bit impatient is just the energy that I'm picking up from the Hangman. He feels a little nervous, or he feels like he needs to make the move now. I'm not sure what that is really about for you, but I'm going to tell you, I think that tune into this message, and I'm getting a lot of static. Now, when I'm getting a lot of static during a message, that can really reflect on the Hangman and how he's feeling right now, what this energy within you and within the situation, why it's causing this kind of interference for you in the opportunity to either make the move, or there's sort of a static or a stagnation, thank you, in a situation that you're waiting to move forward with. There's good things happening here, although you're in a bit of a holding pattern with that. Now, your home and personal situation. The Six of Swords and the Ten of Cups. And, you know, I would think that maybe what you're waiting to do here is to change your direction, maybe completely change a position in life. can be the home. The Six of Swords can say, hey, look, we got this really cool family thing going on here, but this family needs to make a change. What is it here, Libra, that you need to make a change on? And the Hangman here in your work situation is telling me that maybe you're wanting to move, from one coast to another, but you're waiting for the opportunity. You're waiting for a situation to change. I feel that this movement here with the Six of Swords, it doesn't always have to be a physical movement. It can be a new perspective on something, changing direction on a project, looking at things in a different way. With the Ten of Cups, though, it really tells me for whoever this is talking about is the family. Now, I want you guys to take what you can from the messages. Throw the rest away. Not all messages are going to hold all... Not all readings are going to hold all the messages. And, this may be on target, this may not. Take what you can and leave the rest behind. I'm talking to a lot of you, usually, hopefully. Now, the home, for whoever this is, there's something going on within the family, changes afoot for someone's family. Maybe someone is leaving. Maybe a child has grown and they're finally off living on their own. You may be experiencing some empty nest syndrome. Now, if your kids have recently left home, they're gone, they're off doing their own, running their own lives now. Maybe you're considering downsizing or finally retiring to that place of desire. I'm still trying to get why come out of the closet is here. We'll see. We'll see if you're really hiding something here. Is there a deep desire that you're just not releasing to the world right now? That's possible. Primary focus. See, the Queen of Pentacles. This. Whatever is keeping you off your feet here in your financial situation, is there in your primary focus. And so we've got this feeling of accomplishment, joy, real positive perspective where finances is concerned. And the Queen of Pentacles, she kind of brings it on home. She's saying, shit, yeah, your success is absolutely at hand, but you're going through a period of maybe down cycle. But there's some impatience here. I want to say that this guy is really getting impatient. He's wanting the success. He's wanting to bring it in. This guy here is tired of being in that upside down position. So now he's ready to stand on his own 2 feet. And he's ready to have this accomplishment. So I'm going to say from patience we go, you know what? I want to move forward with this. I'm ready to see some black ink in the financial column. I want to see some real changes coming through on a deep financial level, wherever this is at for you. And so the home movement, I think that home movement is really going to be there for you at some point. It may even be after this period of time, Libra. But this Queen of Pentacles, man, she's accomplished, she's steady. And when it comes to the money, she really brings it on home. She's that energy that, this is really what I needed to do to make it all work. So whatever changes you're considering, it's moving in the right direction, because now I think you've gone from a period of patience to, you know what? I'm just freaking tired of waiting for developments now. Maybe you've got enough success under your belt to make the necessary change that you're wanting to change. Because more than anything, the Six of Swords brings us through a period of decision and change. Now, our surroundings, the outsiders in our lives, the Knave of Swords, and the Two of Wands. So we know that with the Knave of Swords, he's aggressive and he can be stormy, he can be temperamental, mental energy. He can be resistant to change. And so there may be some indication there that there's some resistance to this change, but it's coming from the outside. Now we have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is really, for me, about the choices being made while you're feeling a sense of resistance. So I'm getting really a kind of a push and pull here. We have this kind of important decision, because I don't know if you can see this, my light's not on in the back, but this gentleman, as he holds the globe and looks at his world, there's tears streaming down his face. So there's some emotions built up around the action itself. Yes, whatever that is for you. But this kind of stubborn pushback from somewhere. So the outside, in one way or another, in your situation, is kind of pushing back against you and your need to push back at them and move forward. There's a bit of a resistance that I'm really getting for you guys from the outside in this change. Your inner workings, I think you know the direction you want to go in. You absolutely have a devoted focus to making the finances right and to having this thing work out satisfactorily. But the pushback is also here. It's on the outside, but it surrounds you. And you're going to know what that pushback is when you see this. If you don't recognize it, maybe it'll come to you later. And if this doesn't resonate with you, check your other readings. Your sun, your moon, your rising. Now, let's look at what's coming next. See, there it is. There it is. First, we have the decision with the Judgment card. And we have the Chariot. Two very powerful major arcana energies for the next step. The Judgment is the decision. It's the right decision. It's the chance to experience the change, the rebirth. And the Chariot is that war vehicle. It's the wounded spirit. But it's the moving forward through the battle, through the resistance, through that wall. The decision to move forth in whatever it is here is what brings us to change. Now, I've got my Sibilas here for our conclusion. We'll get to that in a minute. What we've got here is the necessary change. We've also got an element of forgiveness where it's needed, both to yourself and to others. Judgment for me, as of late, I have been reading for a lot of people. And the Judgment card is about the forgiveness. And wow. I think that the moving forward in whatever way it is, whatever the rebirth or the resurgence or the coming out of dark times is, the next move is that uplifting kind of energy that, yes, we're going where we need to go. Now, I know you can't see this, and I wish you could because my light sucks in here. The gentleman who's walking behind this chariot, it's as if now, see these two people, they're no longer the energy that pulls the chariot. They're actually being guided along by the chariot, which is an important energy to have here. But the gentleman here is looking behind him. He's watching the past. He's watching the past unfold in front of him. As he proceeds to the future, the past is also a very important energy for him. Now, so is Cancer. So is the sign of Cancer. So you may be dealing with a Cancer energy. It's possible. That just makes that person a more integral part of the trip. So if you're taking the next part of the journey with a Cancerian, it just means that their presence is of the utmost essential part of your journey. Now, objectives and visions. The King of Swords, and this actually was out in the reversed. The Five of Wands. I'm going to leave it in the reverse. There's always a reason that those things happen. This is the end of the fight. This is the end of the struggle. The Five of Wands. It's the end of the negotiations. It's the finality of whatever it is that you're processing here. I think you're seeing, envisioning, because this is about visions. I think you're really kind of envisioning that the end of negotiations happen quickly for you with the King of Swords. He is the quickness, the decisiveness, the clear-headed decision of what should happen next. And that is part of your vision. You want the ability to make good, clear, decisive changes as you move through this journey. And I think you're envisioning, and I wish for you too, smooth negotiations as you go. I think that's what I'm really getting here. That for some of you, the negotiations are going to go like finely churned butter. Smooth, delicious, wonderful. I see for whoever this is that the struggles and the negotiations and whatever you're doing here, whatever this is, I think it all kind of comes through in the end. Clarity and the hassle. Okay, and this one is first. So I'm going to take this one, and we're going to call this the past energy, the disgrace, the ending. And you know we all have them. You know, we all have that kind of upsetting tower moment that ends one thing. That's a past door. All of this is talking about the past door. And I think that's what this is. That was that door that closed one chapter of your life, and now you're waiting for the rebirth of another. You're waiting for the movement forward of this next chapter. This disgrace here, this is what brings your next move to move forward, is the fact that something here may have ended. Now we're going to talk about the conclusion. The Belvedere, the anticipation of the gift. Pietri Preziose, however you say that. My lips don't want to work that way this morning. So, you've got an anticipation of something that feels like a gift. Maybe it's the move itself if you're moving. It's the change. The presentation of the gift is within that change. Now, the letterato, that is contracts. That is communications that need to be handled. And so I think, again, even though this feels more like the official stuff that needs completion, I also feel that that is going to go relatively smooth. I think a lot of your communications, a lot of your energy is going to really be put forth electronically. If you're applying for mortgages, moving arrangements, changes in a lot of things, I really feel are going to go in a very electronically connected way. So I think there's a bit of an ease to the process for you. Now, again, I'm still not getting why come out of the closet is here. Maybe there's something about the situation that you're feeling you need to speak your mind about. Otherwise, whatever you're going through here, Libra, I think it looks really good. And congratulations, you got the longest reading of the week.